I'm back out in the lakes again today. It's been a little while since I've done the videos. Been getting a few emails from people asking where I am and if I'm alright, and everything's going well. I'm actually doing more photography than I was before, which is why I haven't been doing the videos. Kind of got a more full-time job doing fashion photography, so the landscapes have kind of taken a bit of a back seat, although at work we are coming out into the lakes every week. So yeah, hopefully at some point I can bridge that gap and get some videos on that too. But what we're going to do today is just go for a little wander in the woods. I think it's going to chuck it down in like 5-10 minutes, but I'm going to a waterfall, so it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is just make our way down here. It's a bit of a scramble, then through the woods down to the waterfall. Now there is a lot easier route to get there, but it's not as fun. So yeah, stop talking and we'll crack on. These are the waterfalls I was talking about. There's some like sculptures in these woods, so there's sort of two people here, then the water comes down that track and it's meant to hit this one's head, but it's slightly broken at the moment. I think it's quite old, and the water is all rushing down like along the beam, which I think actually looks quite good, so I don't think that's a bad thing. So we'll have a little play around here. I was here the other day and I think I want to be over on that other side, and then we can get the falls at the back and we can get the two people. I think we're going to go for a portrait shot. We just need to get across the water, and it's slightly deeper than the other day, so we'll video it. Could go wrong. The tricky bit is choosing which rocks to step on. I think if the roll's under the water, they're not slippy, but if they have a chance to dry out, they get this like a weird moss on it, but that was fine. I also need to go back to the camera, but that spot does look right. I found something that I like now, and the good thing is I've got the framing that I quite like. The downside is that there's some problems which I was expecting but was kind of hoping wouldn't happen. Now there's a little bit more wind in the air than I would have liked, so if you see them trees over there sort of waving, you see it better on these. So it's like going up and down, and because it's quite dark in here, we're needing that slightly longer exposure, and it's just turning the leaves into a blur, which I really don't like. I'm not a fan of smoothed out water either, so this is kind of combining a lot of things that I don't like, because I'm not a huge fan of man-made things, so I don't really know why I've come here. I just think it's quite good. Tom at work showed us this and it's pretty cool. I've been in this area loads of times, but didn't know about this until last week. So what we're doing is I've got the camera set up there. We're going for a portrait shot. I'm trying to get these on the right hand side, and although it's slightly broken, I do want to get the end of that spout in, framing it as tightly as possible, but trying to get more of the details in, because I kind of want to get some of the foreground detail in, get the falls coming around the rocks, and we'll just accept that we're going to get smooth water today and try and make the most of it. So this is the framing that I've gone with here. We've got this sort of triangle shaped rock in the foreground, so it's starting from about there, and we're getting these falls, so it's making a sort of C shape there, and then we've got the people here. They're kind of weird when you like slow down and look at them, just sort of two naked people in the woods. Maybe we won't get demonetized if we do that. I would like to get a landscape shot, and it might just mean that I have to get wet feet and stand there and get that further off to the left, and get this more central, then we might just get this one but and not the one behind it. I've got that lower down shot, but I'm not sure I'm that keen on it. I think what I want to do is get the camera up higher and just focus on the people, because that's the different thing about here. The waterfall is nice, but it's I don't know, there's nicer waterfalls, but you don't really find these people out in the woods anywhere else. So what I'm going to do is I want to get the camera to about here, I think, and then kind of feel like going for a more monochrome picture, get more simple details, and I already like that more. I think when we're doing them wide shots then, it was kind of just a generic waterfall picture, and maybe committing to this idea will work out better. I'm quite a lot happier now. I changed the plan. Everything that I thought I wanted, kind of made it plain and boring. Now I'm zoomed in, that person is really standing out, and it's kind of odd. The one thing I'm not too keen on about this one is these people are quite close together. Maybe if we take a step this way, we can get a more filled out frame, get the waterfall as one stick, middle person, second person, and I don't really care about this bit on this one. Gonna go for a tighter crop and just cut it off about there. That did fill the frame a bit better. It's also just started to rain, so gonna quickly grab these. I'm also gonna try having a play around with the aperture. I think if we go f4 and try and make that middle person pop out, maybe that could be good. I'm basically just playing around at the moment, to be honest. Although I haven't been making the videos and doing as much landscape photography, I have enjoyed having like the fashion stuff. You can probably tell from the videos where I've worn the same grey hoodie for about 3 years that fashion isn't really my thing, but I don't know. We've got quite a good team, so it balances out, and it gives me more free time to just play around when I'm not at work, and I think that is better in the long term. I found the videos were getting a bit boring. It was kind of a bit of a routine of just getting to the top, and then I don't know, I wasn't enjoying it. Don't know how to explain it, but not having to worry about if it's going to pay the bills is a good feeling, basically. So that sun is about to come out again. We'll work away on this. I think making that move has paid off. I prefer this. It's, like I said, not what I came for, but it often doesn't go the way you want it to. So I'm gonna have another play on here, maybe try and get some wider shots while we're here, and then I might head over to that side and try and get some close-ups on them rocks, because it's falling down in steps and sort of going like zigzagging its way down, and maybe we could do some abstract stuff. Don't really care about abstract stuff, but why not give it a try. On to the last shot now, and back on the other side of the water, and it's where we first got here, and I think I might actually prefer this. The light is a bit nicer. When we were on that side, we were sort of looking directly into the sun, and where the sun was coming through the water, it was getting a bit glary, so I'm not too sure how they're going to come out, but from here we're getting some nice side light on the water, and everything is quite nicely lit. So going for another portrait shot, and we're able to get all of this in, get some of the wet rocks on here, and everything is just balancing out a bit nicer. So I think this could be, I don't know. Now I'm talking about it, it's It's better light, but I think it is playing it safe a bit, which I'm not my scene. I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to have a bit more of a play, see if we can get any patterns in here, but I think we might have already got the better shots. They're just going to be some random details on some waterfalls, just have a play around. I'll try and do more videos, but got a bit less free time now, so we'll try and pick and choose some good ones. But I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.